What's up, YouTube and friends? Calvin Peterson here. And today we have a Zamplebox unboxing. It's already been unboxed, just for visual sake. Yeah, let's get down to it. Read the description. I got the gold 3mg drippers box. Yeah, 3mg nick. They try to get you around max VG. Doesn't always happen, but they do try to stay within your nick level. So at least you're getting the nick you want. But yeah, in the box you got your wrapping paper, you got your bubble wrap, keeping it all nice and safe. And then since I got the gold, I got 2 of the goodie baggies. And then in my box, I received a hashtag YFApe. It's a pound sign. Yeah, pound sign. Hashtag YFApe. Source code. A little card. And oddly, victory liquid. I didn't get a victory liquid. So, And then they didn't give me one this month, so I had to get one from one of my old boxes. But the top 3 unboxing card. But yeah, let's get down to it. There's a couple juices I want to start off with because they have received a lot of shit talking, and you know I can see where they're coming from. But at the same time, I can look outside the box and investigate and. Why does it taste like that? Why do so many people hate it? What's the deal? So I'm going to start off with these 2 juices, and then we'll move on. I just want to get this out of the way. But the juices that we have at hand, or that I'm talking about, is Adam, Mr. Miyagi, which is a sweet lychee black tea, or black quote-unquote belt tea, Mr. Miyagi. And the other one at hand is Hurricane Vapor Storm Juice, Island Fluff. Now, the reason these 2 in particular juices are being scrutinized, and let me read off the description for the Island Fluff. Hurricane Vapor Storm Juice, a luscious tropical medley of kiwi and lychee swimming in marshmallow fluff. Now, in those descriptions, they both contained lychee fruit. I've heard it pronounced lychee. It was pronounced lychee, oddly enough, on Wild Kratts, which is the educational program I watch with my daughter on PBS. So I'll take their word for it. Lychee fruit. It's gotten a lot of bad rep because it is a very perfumey, floral, aromatic, very strong. Lychee is it's perfumey. Some of the downgrades have been it smells like a cologne bottle, a Macy's store, stuff like that. Let me read this little inscription I got off of Wiki and, give a little insight, and we'll move on. Lychee. Fruit tree native to China and now cultivated in many parts of the world. Floral smell and a fragrant sweet flavor. Since perfume-like flavor is lost in canning process, fruit is usually eaten fresh. Used in many different dessert dishes, popular in China, Southeast Asia, South Asia, and parts of Southern Africa. China is the main producer, and India comes in second. Yeah, I can see where they're coming from, but at the same time, I wasn't raised on lychee. I don't have Chinese or Indian, ancestry or background, so if anybody wants to comment and give me the opinion, if you are of Chinese or, Indian, or did you have lychee fruit And tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong too, as a young child, or is it still in your household? Is that something your mother or grandmother, had in the fruit bowl, along with all the other standard stuff? Me, I'm a Caucasian male, grew up in northern Michigan. We had apples. I'm a corn-fed boy, farm boy, and Grand Traverse City cherries. Got to know about Traverse City cherries, but lychee, I had never heard of it until my adulthood life. But that's just where I'm getting at on that. Some of these juices, even the tea juices, like the black teas or the, I wasn't raised on tea. I'm just now starting to get into tea, and it's got to be pomegranate or loaded with something else. But what I'm saying is, be open-minded. Look outside the box. If everybody doesn't like it, look at the people who don't like it or something like that. Because it's just, I put a picture on Instagram and instant. Man, that stuff's nasty. That stuff's this. And I already investigated on lychee, but I had a cold, the whole family was sick, and I couldn't even do this video. I've had these juices for almost a week now. Me being unable to talk and being ill has prolonged that, but I still want to give it to you, the review, because of these juices here, and I want to review, share. But, all right, moving on. I'm going to start back off with the order. As always, I don't have computer setups. I do it off of paper. I investigate, write it down myself beforehand, and go. But that's not a big deal to me. Fab work, I'm always writing down measurements, numbers, my shorthand. It may look sloppy, but I can read it. But I'm going to start off on the top of my list. We have Gypsy Juice, Green Fairy. Gypsy Juice Green Fairy is a blend of absinthe, kiwi, and spices. It's all right. I actually like it. I don't know how many of you out there are familiar with absinthe, wormwood extract. It's not too big in the States. It was illegal for a bit. I remember Marilyn Manson came out with an absinthe and a few other people. But I had absinthe a few years ago in Prague, in the Czech Republic. And it's actually pretty damn good. Absinthe, to me, it tasted like rubbing alcohol with either mint or because you have the green and the red. I got the green. I don't know about the red. But it was pretty much rubbing alcohol with mint, and it was sweetened a little bit by the sugar cube. And luckily, the juice doesn't have the rubbing alcohol flavor. But I can taste the sweetness. It tastes like a sugar-cubed absinthe. And for those of you that aren't familiar with absinthe, they take a spoon with a sugar cube. They'd pour your shot or double shot over the cube and the spoon. They'd light that spoon on fire. It'd melt and warm up that sugar. And when that spoon exhausted its flame, you'd put it in, stir it, and sweeten it up a little bit, and you'd kick it back. It kills the rubbing alcohol flavor a little bit. But it was actually pretty good. The kiwi I didn't get too much of. The spices I got, like the back end. It was, I don't know, cinnamon, just spices. But it was good. It was all right. It's not at the top of the list, but pretty good. Next, second on the list, we have the Hurricane Vapor, a luscious tropical medley of kiwi, lychee, swimming in marshmallow fluff. The lychee just overpowered the hell out of it. And I haven't had the cojones to go back and try it again. I will eventually, and even at that, if it's too strong for me, I've got some vegetable glycerin I got off of Amazon. This was like 15 bucks, 16 bucks for this 32 ounce bottle. Yeah, 32 ounce, 1 quart. So I'll dilute it down and get some fatter clouds, in the meantime. But that was, the Hurricane. I'm not even going over that. It's just the lychee just was too overpowering. It's not my palate. I wasn't raised on it. I couldn't see past it. But yeah, that was that one. On to our number 3. I have, now forgive me if I mispronounce this on a couple of these juices. I don't know if it's an LA vape or Avenue or Ave. I don't know how it's pronounced, but the juice itself is One Way Street. This is a vanilla custard. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was pretty damn good. It was deep. It was a rich, thick custard. I don't know how many of you are from Northern California, the Stockton, Modesto, Lodi area, but one of our local vape stores, vape division, has a house juice cream that tasted similar to this, but I haven't had it in a while. This brought back some memories. It was pretty damn good. I liked it. Vanilla custard. It was a hearty, deep vanilla custard, like a rich custard. But if you like those hardcore custards, get her. You gotta get it. Next up, Adam by Eve, Mr. Miyagi. Sweet lychee black tea. Just too strong for my palate. I mean, I did like the bottle design, and, you know, it's like shaped like a little flask, and, you know, but like I said, it'll stand off until the very end of the run, and I'll probably thin it down or, you know, try a lower ohm setup. I'll play around with it a little bit. I'm not just going to straight disregard it, and I don't have any, you know, friends that, you know, vape that. I got a couple friends that vape, and, you know, they already told me that ain't their style, so... Moving on, number 5. I don't know if it's pronounced R-Vapors, RVA Vapors, RVA Pores. But here it is, Blue Balls. This supposedly is a Zamplebox exclusive. This is another one. It tastes like one of my local juice shops' house juices, but another store, Just the Tip Vapor. It has the added melon, and it's a little thinner. It's not necessarily a Max VG, but it's, you know, it's good. It tastes like, you know, Just the Tip Vapor's Bixby. It's just, theirs is a 98% blueberry cream, high VG, but it's got a throat hit. This, not as thick, and it's got that melon on the end of it, but it was a really good vape, smooth vape. Throat hit was easier than the other juice I mentioned. And also, I got to bring this up, Blue Balls on Instagram, if you want to follow me. I'm Birdman Fabrication. But there was a little going back and forth on here about how do you like our Blue Balls, and I had put up a joke, and I said I would bring this up. This is the only Blue Balls a man will accept with a smile on their face. I can taste that no argument with wife on the back note. And I told them they need to patent that shit. But, yeah, just a little joke going on, you know. It's because Blue Balls, I mean, no man wants Blue Balls. I mean, be honest. But, yeah, Blue Balls. Smooth and tasty blueberry melon blend. I liked it. It was really good. The blueberry was more predominant, and then it had a light melon on the back note. But I could still get that hint of melon, whereas the other one, it's just blueberry. But very good juice. I liked it. Go Blue Balls. Or Blue Balls make me smile. Up next, here's another one. I don't know if I am pronouncing it correctly. It's RLVNT. I would assume it means relevant. Pusher. Now, they have it listed as apple pie with apple pie, finished with apple pie. I didn't get a whole real extreme kick of apple. I mean, in all serious honesty, it tastes almost like Atom Bomb Sanctuary, which is a coffee and caramel cream, or coffee and caramel. For some reason, this one just kept tasting just like that. I mean, I could get a slight difference. It wasn't exactly like that one, but I didn't get apple pie with apple pie with apple pie. But it was a damn good vape. I mean, I know I've had these for a while, but some of these juices are empty. You know, they're gone. They're done. But yeah, That was Relevant, I'm assuming, Pusher. That was another damn good juice. I like that one. Up next, we have 1UP e-liquid, churros and ice cream. I haven't had any authentic churros before. I've had a couple of the Taco Bell ones when I was younger, but I don't eat that crap anymore. But from what I can remember, I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, I get, in itself descriptive. Churros and ice cream, it's listed as churros and ice cream. I get the cinnamon, and I get some sort of, like a creamy base on the end of it, all the way through. But that cinnamon is subtle enough to where I'll keep vaping on it. Excuse me. And not too overpowering for me to just put it away, and just be like, that's just too much cinnamon. Yeah, 1UP, churros and ice cream. I like that one. Pretty good. It was different, but I'll vape it. Next on my magical paper sheet here, Mad Mike's. Oh, excuse me. Mad Mike's, the personal assistant. It's listed as swirled sensations of fruit flavors, huge clouds of vapor, sweet with a hint of sour, rainbow candy. A touch of lemon, blueberry, and magic from a pot of gold leaves you wanting more. I've noticed, because I've gotten a couple of Mad Mike's juices before in my prior Zamplebox. Mad Mike's, their juices are good, but they are intricate. If you're a novice or if you just don't have that type of palate, to pull all them flavors out, you may not quite, it may be good, but it may not be its full potential. But Mad Mike's, every single time, they surprise me. The flavors in there. Like, if you can sit back and just vape on it and just, have a flavor chase, don't go clouding it, just, try to taste it. Just try to get in there. They get intricate on their juices. Mad Mike's I'm liking them. I mean, they're so intricate, I can't just be going, cloud chucking, but they are good. They have some depth to their flavors. They have quite a few layers going on in there. I mean, in the description, sweet and sour, rainbow candy, lemon, blueberry. I mean, the description has a lot going on. The juice has a lot going on. This is a good one. No cons on that. Next, Big Heart Flavors Apple Jackson. Now, this was one of those oddballs. It was listed as 17 mils and not 15, so a couple mils over. No big deal. But yeah, Apple Jackson, I'm sure you can assume what that is. Listed as start your day right with a cloud of sweet cinnamon and apple, just like taking a bite. Now, I'm glad they listed that as cinnamon and apple instead of apple and cinnamon, because that cinnamon, it's not the cereal cinnamon that I remember. It's a more intense cinnamon. The cinnamon it's different. It's more authentic than the, sorry about that. I'm in the garage. There's mosquito hawks out. But it's pretty good. Pretty good. That cinnamon does get a little heavy. It does get a little harsh on the throat. Probably just the cinnamon, and it tickles my my esophagus a little bit. But Apple Jackson, it's pretty good. No downgrades on that. It's going a little slower. Just it's a little more of a throat hit to me personally, but I'll vape it. Next we have Source Code Jerry's Berries. Now, I've had Source Code in the past. I like these guys. I've noticed they do have a throat hit on them. They have some bit of throat hits. It's a particular throat hit that I've noticed with Source Code juices. But 20 PG, 80 VG, that's no joke. This stuff stays syrup So, I mean, whatever flavoring base they use, whatever they got going on in there, they try to keep it VG dominant. Source code is one of the juices that I've noticed that stays true to their viscosity level. It's thick. It's a good one. But Jerry's Berries, an amazing fruit blend flavor. That's it. Fruit blend flavor. It's a blend. I mean, you can pull out raspberries, blueberries. It's just a blend. Like, I don't even know which fruit to pinpoint it on. It's just an all-around good blend, but it's a good blend. It's not like I can't pick one. It's terrible. It's what berry do I point my finger at first? It's like the snozberries taste like snozberries. I mean, it's slapping you in the face. It's pretty damn good. I like it, but the thickness of it, my impatience makes me put it up because, you know, just dripping it the way it wicks, you know, the ohm setups I have, it doesn't go as fast as some of the other ones, but it's a damn good juice. Source code, I've liked this company so far. I like them. Up next, Baked Vapes Blueberry Breakfast. It's like eating a blueberry Pop-Tart and a blueberry muffin while washing it down with a glass of milk. Baked Vapes Blueberry Breakfast. That's a pretty catchy name right there, Baked Vapes. I like that. It was a damn good juice. I like this one. To me, it was pretty much just like a blueberry muffin with some milk on it. Very, very, very similar to Bottle Service Vapors A-List, which was it was Belgian waffles and syrup and blueberries and whipped cream. This one was super similar. It kept taking me back to that. It reminded me a lot of that. It was a good one. It had some differences in its own right, but it reminded me a lot of that other juice. But it was a good one. I like this one a lot. And, yeah. And that was our last juice. So, yeah, 11 bottles of e-liquid. Let's see. New stuff that you guys need to know. Zamplebox is changing their payment plan, subscription servicing. If you are already a member, the email was kind of vague. I'm still going to research it a bit, but if you are already a member, you will be grandfathered into the new paying system. But if you can see my little handwritten diagram there, 3 bottles, 6 bottles, 11 bottles, 1 month, 6 months, 12 months. That is what they are going to be charging you. And then in the email it had, you know, a more specific, this is so much per bottle. It's not much different than what I'm already paying now. Even if I went to the 3 bottles or, you know, 11 bottles 1 month at a time. I mean, I think it's about the same. Yeah, I don't know what's the difference going to be. If anything, I think it may be more of a contract base. So if you do 6 months or 12 months, there may be a pay all up front. And then you're good for the next 6 months and maybe get a reminder. I don't know how they're going to, you know, fee it out, you know, or take care of this. But I will, you know, keep an eye on it. But at the same time, it's not bugging me because I've been with them and I'll get grandfathered in. But that's that. Yeah, another Zamplebox review. Sorry about the bugs. My camera shyness, stage fright. I still get a little jumpy. I don't know what the deal is. I figured by now I'd be a little more comfortable. But yeah, hopefully that was descriptive. You've gotten some information and it wasn't dragging on too much. But alrighty, Talon Peterson, aka Birdman Fabrication. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, Birdman Fabrication is what I am doing. And hopefully I can get some videos up of stuff like this. My OCD and camera angles and whatnot keeps me from, you know, doing it. I just don't like it the way it turns out, but I want to, you know, get some of my in particular build videos up there. This happens to be 22 gauge nichrome 80 with 34 gauge nichrome 80, 8 wraps on a 2.4 dual coil, 0.10 ohms. It's got some ramp up, but it's good. Watch this ramp up. But yeah, hopefully I'll have some more coming soon. But other than that, Zamplebox, Talon Peterson, Birdman Fabrication. I'm out. Peace.